Yep. What's going on, everybody? You got Jordan Live here. Thank you very much for tuning in to another Jordan Live banger, another random thoughts. I had to do this one. I definitely had to go on stream real quick, man, and I just had to give my final goodbyes. This might be the shortest random thoughts segment I ever do, but I definitely wanted to get on here, man, because 21. That's how old that man was. He was 21. Now that's the funny thing about how media spread, how news spread, is that you never quite know a situation until a little bit afterwards. And that's what we're finding out right now. Supposedly and allegedly, Juice Wrld was going from California. He was getting on a private flight from California to Chicago. The federales found 70 pounds of weed. Now that's it is what it is. You know how they are about the airports and whatnot. You know they don't want that shit on there, right? But now it's coming out that when the pilot or whoever called security on Juice Wrld and his entourage, Juice Wrld tried to get rid of a lot of Percocets that he might have had. And that's what could have led to the seizure. Now, we're not going to know until the autopsy comes out. You don't know about autopsies. They take a couple weeks. We're not going to know until the autopsy come out exactly what happened. But it's looking like he may have died because he was trying to get rid of some Percocets that he previously had. This is all alleged. We're not sure yet. Educational YouTube purposes only. I just want to say, man, it's just sad, man. 2017 will lose Pete. To drugs. We lose XXX Tentacion. Now, that wasn't to drugs. That was violence. Mac Miller. And now this alleged man, Juice Wrld. Salute to behind the bar, man. Salute to you. Hey, man, I got to be honest with you, man. When you donated, bro, you a good one, man. You are one of the greatest channels, one of the greatest men doing it right now. You donated to that man's channel. Salute to you, brother. Seriously, salute to you. But I just had to say, man, there's an issue going on with these drugs, y'all. There's an issue going on with these drugs, and for somebody to be 21 and to die of a seizure. Now, I don't know if y'all caught one of my last streams, right? But I also did a story about how your enemy kind of salute to you. That's why, man, you inspire me, bro. Appreciate you saying that, bro. Seriously, that's why you inspire me. I appreciate that, and I'm gonna take that with me. Appreciate that, for real, for real. These kids just keep getting younger and younger with it. I want to play a song, well, not a song, but I wanted to play a freestyle that Juice Wrld was doing. Listen, this guy, I didn't really listen to his music like that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't listen to his music like that. Wasn't the biggest fan of his music. I really, really wasn't. Like, I like Lucid Dreams. I played the instrumental in the beginning. But it's just really sad that these drugs is taking away these kids. Let's just call it kids. I mean, I'm 28, so I mean, you can make the argument if I should even be using that word, but I mean, shit, man. I just played a live stream the other day of Famous Dex having a seizure. He could have died. See, a lot of these kids, a lot of these rappers, they're taking these drugs, they're going on airplanes, that altitude is fucking them up. Altitude is fucking it up. Gang, what's good, man? You forgot the R, but salute to you. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for joining in. like I said, man, this might be the shortest random thoughts I ever did on this, man. I just really had to put some respect on this kid's name because, you know, it could be anybody. It could be anybody next. You never know. It could be anybody next. And it's always stories like this, not even necessarily if it's a celebrity or a rapper or whatnot. It's always a story like this that just makes me, you know what I mean? If I could hug my father, it makes me want to hug him. If I could hug my mother, it makes me want to hug her. I want to hold my, it makes me just want to hug my family tighter, man. You know? Because you never know who could be next. That's why all the beefing on YouTube, it's entertaining. I'm not going to lie, it's entertaining. But at the same time, goddamn, man. You never know who could be next. You never know who could be next. This is a freestyle that he did on Tim Westwood over a Japan beat. Let's hear him for a little bit.
You're gonna see how I flow. Oh, okay. You gonna make me get wavy again, bro. Okay, let's skate. Bad bitch finna come my way. Going 90 when I'm on the highway. Can't go high without the high. Ay, every day I wake up, smoke another gram. Ay, I don't give a fuck nor another damn. Ay, I'm smoking the kush from the Hoover Dam. Ay, I'ma let these bitches know who I am. I can make whole songs without messing up. Gotta fess up, I feel like I'm next up. Bad little bitch in the car named Vanessa. She's a flexer and a sexter. Yeah, hey, sex her and finesse her. Then it's next, yeah. Then it's next, yeah. Both flex from the way the shit work out. Chopper leave a nigga shaking like it's twerk out. Hey, Tyson, I may knock his lights out. Like I said, shorty straps tryna dyke now. Run up on me talking shit, you wanna die now. Chopper working kinda like a 9 to 5 now. Hey, switch the flow up, drinking Henny with the lean till I throw up. Almost spent $2K on a bottle of some Henny. I don't even drink that heavy. What the fuck got in me? Towing on a semi. Hard away when I'm balling. These niggas comparing me to Penny.
When I see family in the building, I gotta salute to them. Lady La, salute to you. Salute to you, Lady La. You know me. I like to mind my business, but I was hearing that you recently had a medical scare, and I just want to say to you, thank God that everything's okay with you, and you know what I mean. I'm glad that you're feeling a lot better. You know what I mean. There's a lot of people on YouTube, and most importantly, your son needs you on this earth, baby girl. So I really salute to you, and I'm glad that you're feeling better. You know what I mean. And I'm still praying for your good health, and I'm praying for happy holidays for you and your family. Salute to Lady La. Please, please, please give her some support, and please subscribe to her channel because her channel is really, really good. She's an up-and-comer, and trust me, she's next up. You heard? She next up. But I'm wishing the best for her, and I'm wishing the best on her health. You know what I mean? Salute to you once again, Lady La. Man, this Juice Wrld is once again 21 years old. He was boarded in a plane from California to Chicago. And supposedly the new information that's coming out right now is that he swallowed a whole bunch of Percocets and a whole lot of pills before he got on that plane. Now, forget about that for a second. Just never mind the fact that he took a whole bunch of pills. Even if you do drugs and you're getting on planes, you're already playing with your health. I'm not a doctor, no, but I do know that altitude up there will fuck you up, especially if you're taking something like a lean that's supposed to suppress your breathing and suppress your heart rate and things of that nature, for real. And thank God for that, Lady La. So a lot of people, you know what I mean? A lot of people's already playing with their health, even when they're smoking. Y'all see me on here, you know what I'm saying? I smoke one little weed or whatnot. But if I was to smoke weed and I was to get on the airplane, I'd probably start feeling like a little fucked up. For real, for real. So I say that to say that a lot of people, man, I really hope that this wakes people up. But you know what? It's probably not, sadly. I think Lil Peep died in 2017. Matt Miller died as well and never stopped people. Now Juice Wrld is gone. Who's next? Again, Famous Dex just had a seizure. I played the story of that. Now what? Where do we go from here? This is why I definitely want to dedicate my platform a lot more to mental health, because I feel like mental health plays a big role in why these let's just call them kids. Fuck it. Let's call them kids. He was 21. He couldn't even get me a fucking 6-pack 6 months ago. He's a kid. You know what I mean? And now you're gone. It's just really wild. It's just really, 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 really wild. And I just gotta definitely give a salute to him. Again, I'm not gonna be on here and be like, yeah, I was the biggest Juice WRLD fan. I'm not. I only knew one of his songs. I can't even play it because they're gonna copyright strike it. That's Lucid Dreams. If you haven't heard Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD, please hear it. It's a really good track. But that's the only song of his that I've ever heard of. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you know what though? Again, he was a young brother, a brother just trying to make his money for his family. And drugs has once again cut a promising young life short at the age of 21. It's really, really sad. And I just wanted to do this stream just to say not only to goodbye to Juice WRLD, but I also want to just give a check to anybody listening and anybody who might listen on the rebroadcast that if you are dealing with something mentally, if you have friends who love you, you have family members who love you, and they see a difference in you, they see a change, and they come to you on the real, please get help. Please see your local mental health facility. Please speak. I understand a lot of people, and that's the sad thing about this country. More than 50% of the people in this country cannot afford a $300 emergency. Think about that. Think about that. There's a lot of people on this earth. If something was to happen to them right now where they needed $300, most of them could not afford that. Because if they did that, if they paid off that $300 emergency, guess what? That's a bill that they're going to have to sacrifice paying. So, and therapy isn't cheap. I know this. Therapy isn't cheap. But I promise you, the rewards that you will see just from getting your mental health checked, it would be great. It really would. There's far too many people, especially black men. You know, I don't like to make it a secular thing, but I am a black man. So I have to speak as a black man sometimes to other black men. We hide our emotions. We hide our feelings. Now we tough. We gonna toughen this through. Meanwhile, that shit's eating you from the inside out. Pause. Meanwhile, you suffering in silence. That's most of our black men. HB2N, salute to you, brother. Love your music, man. Salute to you. I really appreciate you joining me in here. I didn't want to go too long on this right now. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to be honest with the game, live, behind the bar. I really wanted to do a video called Troll Wars and get at a certain YouTuber. We all know his name. We all know who we're talking about. He's getting that main. He's getting that I Smoke Hip Hop. He's using Star. He's using Queen's Flip's name, all for the algorithm. Still getting 14 people in his lives. But I'm going to say this, though. The death of Juice WRLD and Maine the Milkman taking the high road made me go, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to speak from a person who the holidays isn't really my thing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's a reason why you've only seen me on here maybe a couple times in the last couple weeks. Holidays, it's just not me. It's just not. I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I listen to Christmas songs. Damn near makes me want to fucking cry. But holidays are hard for me. They're tough for me. That's another conversation I'll have with y'all on another day. So sometimes I need reasons to be on a positive level. You know what I mean? Behind the Bar has shown me that today. He donated $5 to a person who didn't deserve not one penny of that. But he did it anyway. Lady Law, not to get too much into her business, just had a health scare. Thank God she's in this chat right now, talking to all of us, showing her love too. Life is just too short for the bullshit, man. And I wanted to just also say, and that's the reason why, Maine, just to answer your question, why I was on that dude's platform the other day, is because I want to know where my 2020 lays. You know, the art of war, sometimes you got to know who your friends are and you got to know who your enemies are. And I know who my family is. Gang, you the family. Lady Lie, you already know you family. Tandra, you ain't in here, but you family. Sub, he's probably sleeping right now, but he's family. HB2N, Maine the Milkman, you already know. You already know you're inspiration. I Smoke Hip Hop's inspiration. Y'all are family. But I also got to know who my enemies are too. Because 2020 is going to be an interesting year for a whole lot of these YouTubers. 2020 is going to be a very, very interesting year for a lot of these YouTubers. Because the bottom line is that YouTube is changing. You either better be on some positivity shit or they're about to get you the fuck up out of here. Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all know me. Y'all know Jordan Live by now. Y'all know I do love the monkey shit from here and there. I do. That's always been my weakness. I do have a weakness for the monkey shit sometimes. But man, I'm not going to dedicate my platform to going at people, and I'm not going to dedicate my platform for that. However, I do feel like Lady Lana says to where if my name is said, I do have to say something back. I can't just shut the fuck up and say nothing. Oh, but that's another stream, y'all. That is another stream. Right now, Juice Wrld, I really hope, and again, this really, HB2N, you already knew. December 10th, you already know these YouTube streets is about to get sweet. And I cannot wait to see who's still standing. I already have an idea of who's standing, who might not. Oh, damn sure it's starting. I think what I just want to see, man, is I really want to see, and shout out to The Irishman on YouTube, on Netflix. Great movie. Al Pacino plays Jimmy Hoffa. He's probably going to win an Oscar for his role. Watch The Irishman on Netflix if you haven't. Great movie. Listen, man. There's some people who paint houses and there's some people who don't. There's some people who sell the houses. I'm just trying to be the one on here to spread positivity. I already told on one of my last videos, one of my 2020 goals is that I want to hit 1,000 subscribers in 2020. And I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I can hit 1,000 subscribers in 2020, and I'm going to do it. But I got to remain positive because I realize that if I stay negative, I'm not going to be in it long. Because I can't continue to do something. I can't continue to do something if it's just all negative. Nah. I also got to be on some positivity tip too. What I was saying about Juice Wrld is maybe not necessarily for our older generation, you know, because again, I'm 28, so I'm on the older side of that whole, you know what I mean, the millennial generation and whatnot. I'm towards the older side. I hope the younger generation is seeing this. Because let's be honest, in the 90s, what were they talking about? What were they talking about in the 90s? They was talking about pushing the joint. You feel me? They was talking about, you know what I mean? They was talking about pushing it, making your money. That's what they were talking about. Now these artists is talking about using the drugs. Now they talk about how geek they are when they're using the drugs. And that's influencing people to do, man, it's crazy. I'd rather listen to Wu-Tang and I'd rather listen to all these other old school rappers talking about, hey, I needed to do this, not because I want to do this, not because I get some kind of fucking hard on when I do this. I do this because my family has to eat and I have to eat. I'd rather hear that level of honesty when it comes to that drug talk than a bunch of these new people. Like, for example, I'm not gonna lie, of this generation, he's one of my favorites, but Famous Dex, he's another one. Most of his songs is talking about doing the drugs. And most of his people are listening to that shit. It's just like, wow, where did the change come from? Smoking your weed and every once in a while, that's cool and everything. That's cool. People been smoking weed since the 60s, since the 50s. The Indians done showed us the way back in the 1800s. It's these pharmaceuticals that's fucking people up. When did it become cool to start rapping about that? When did it become cool to start rapping about how the shit made me feel? And I'll be honest too, right? Because one of the greatest of all time, what you should tell y'all about it, Pimp C. One of the greatest of all times. I'm going to put some respect on his name. Because although, yeah, he may have made lean sipping sound cool and whatnot, but Pimp C was a man who was about it. And Pimp C was a man who lived an entire life before he ever thought about rapping. I can't take somebody who's lived a life that most likely they didn't want to live, and they're forced into a lifestyle, into a way where they have to do things, versus somebody who's grown up, seeing what the fuck these people go through, and then they still do the same shit. Did Pimp C drink that lean? Yeah. But guess what? He was getting it off too. Rest in peace with DJ Screw too. That's another difference. Yeah, they may have had their bottles and whatnot, but guess what though? They was making their money though. And I'll leave it at that. Most of these people, most of these new artists now, they're just buying the drugs to do the drugs. It's weird. It's weird. And now Juice Wrld is gone, man. And I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna hate y'all know me by now. I hate that fucking word clout chasing. Y'all know I hate that word clout chasing. But I wasn't the biggest Juice Wrld fan. I didn't listen to all his albums or whatnot. I like that Lucid Dream song, but I wasn't the biggest fan of Juice Wrld. But it's just so sad, man, when a 21-year-old kid dies of this nature. Seizure due to too many pharmaceuticals. Now, at first, I thought it was because, you know, he was sipping some lean, maybe some perks or whatnot. He got in a plane, you know, the altitude, it fucks up people. Now I'm hearing that allegedly, because allegedly the pilot of the plane called the federales on him. He downed a whole bunch of pills just not to get caught with him. It's like, oh my God. You ain't got a fall guy, my guy. You ain't got a guy that's like an entourage in your crew. Like, look, bro, you know what I'm doing here. You know what I got. Listen, take this for a minute. Just take this. I got you. You ain't even got a fall guy. He allegedly swallowed these pills, bro, just so he wouldn't get in fucking trouble, man. Lord help him. Lord help him. And I'm just trying to, it's so, and I'm laughing, and I apologize for laughing, but I'm really sad. I'm really, really sad. I'm really sad because, again, anybody knows that it could be anybody's time at any moment. You just never know. And you know what I mean? I told y'all before, the holidays, they're just not the best for me. They're not. But it's always stories like this that just hits hardest to me. It really is. Look, I'm definitely planning on doing a lot more streams. I know I keep saying that shit, man, but y'all gotta forgive me. There's a lot going on. Again, holiday season's coming up. It's rough for me. It's rough for your guy, man. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for your patience with me. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Because, you know, a lot of people say that, you know, once you go ghost on YouTube, the algorithm will fuck you over and be like, get this nigga out of here. But y'all have it. Every time I come on here, there's a certain number of people that's on here, and I really appreciate it. Again, a year ago, I was talking to myself on this motherfucker. So I don't care if I have one person in here or if I have 50 people in here. I want to thank each and every one of y'all, because you could be doing anything else in the world. You could be with your kids. You could be with your family. You could be with your lady. You could be with your man. But you're here listening to me, and I really, really, really appreciate that. With that being said, I definitely do got to close out. I might go live a little later, depending on what I'm hearing in these YouTube streets. If my name is continuously used, we're going to see. Game ain't fair. Do you think they get paid to promote these drugs? I don't know, man. Because when you think about lean, let's talk about lean for a second, right? The biggest consumer of lean was rappers. What was the biggest known lean company? It was Actavis. Well, Actavis is no longer around. They shut down Actavis, which is funny if you think about it, because Actavis was at its most, when they shut Actavis down, it was at its peak as far as popularity. All these rappers was getting it. Every rapper they was talking about that activist. They got out of the lean game, and now it's all these other companies now. So I'm not gonna say that they get paid for talking about these drugs, but I will say this, and this is why I definitely want to give y'all some advice, because I'm gonna take my own advice soon. Hemp and marijuana is about to be the next business boom. I see it. A lot of people see it. A lot of business people see it. And I'm about to get my hands into it, because there was a whole lot of black men that looked just like me. A whole lot of black men that look just like me that's gone to jail for ounces, pounds, and all this other shit for years. Wasted their lives for years. Incarcerated. And now you got these, let me watch my mouth. Now you have these people of a certain privilege that's investing in these marijuana companies, that's investing in the land to grow this marijuana, and they're making millions off of it. So think about it like that, right? For years, our people has been incarcerated and in jail due to a certain plant that they see as illegal and as a controlled substance. Yet now that it's starting to loosen up now a little bit, now you're able to make money off of it, and now there's millionaires and billionaires that's getting in on this. Nah. The people on the ground, the everyday people, we need to get up in that business. And I plan on it. I really do. Again, I don't want to speak too much on my 2020 goals, but I got a lot of goals coming up in 2020. And I know what people's going to say. Don't focus on your 2020, focus on your 2019. I am. I got to look for a brighter day too. 2020 is going to be nice. So I was talking about the frequency of the music. Possibly them to do it. Possibly, man. Possibly. And I get it, man. You listen to this shit, and I ain't gonna stunt to you. Like, I ain't tried every fucking thing, but some shit, yeah, you be at a party or whatnot, a club or whatnot. It does make your time go a little bit better, though. But that's the thing. People abuse that shit. Sub, what's going on, my brother? I thought you'd be knocked the fuck out, bro. I know it's like 4 or 5 in the morning over there. What you doing up, man? Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you being here. I salute to you, man. I'm with you the game, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? It's even getting to the point, man, where like for 2020, man, that weed shit might even be a dub for me, man, because I don't know, man. The weed ain't what it used to be. The weed ain't what it used to be. I'm telling you, it ain't. Shit, I'm about to start getting to the point where I need to know the motherfuckers who's growing the shit. Shit. It's about to get to that point, man. Because you never know, man. All this fucking pesticides and shit, sprays and shit. You never know what the fuck is in this thing. You never know. That's why, like I said, man, sometimes I really wish, I mean, like I said, I never know. You never know. That could be like a 2025 goal, man. I always wanted to move to California. That's always been a goal of mine. I've never been to California, never been on a trip there. But I always said I wanted to live there. I always wanted to live in California, Malibu to be exact. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Said, man, I was born in New York, raised in North Carolina, man. So the idea of the West Coast and the palm trees and the beaches and whatnot, man, that's always gotten me excited, bro. So forgive me, man. I'm going off topic, man. I just want to say, man, listen, salute to everybody in here. And I want to say what Blessed One says. Love your kids, love your family, and stay blessed. And that's very important because in times like this, man, a mother just lost her child to drugs. Now is the time where you have to love your family more than ever. If you have kids, hold on to them as tight as you can. Hug them as tight as you can. Because you just never know when it's your time. You never know. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Again, I might go live a little bit later. Like I said, I'm going to tune in to a certain somebody. And I'm going to see exactly what they're saying. Because y'all got to understand something. I was going to do an entire different video. I was going to do an entire different video. I was going to call it the Troll Wars. That's what I was going to call it. I was going to call it the Troll Wars, y'all. And I was going to go in. I have receipts. I have screenshots. Everything that has been said on the other channel can be rebuked. I have receipts and screenshots that says otherwise, but you know what? Shout out to Maine the Milkman. Again, an inspiration to why I'm doing this right now. Going the high road. I'm going to take the high road. Listen, this is not the last time you're going to be seeing me. Not on this one. Soon enough, my brother, soon enough. I might even come back. But soon enough, man, I just wanted to give Juice Wrld a proper goodbye. You know, I wish I could play some of his music, but again, it's going to get copyrighted strikes. So, you know, YouTube don't even let people pay their respects to artists. I would, you know, leave out with Lucid Dreams. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to leave out with one of my favorite tracks, MEYE Criminal, you know, saying the Maine the Milkman video. Listen, I will be back. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in once again. Lady La, once again, it's good to see you back. Thank God you're in good graces and good health. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad that you're back. Sub, salute to you. The game, salute to you. Behind the bar, hope you have a safe night of work and everything. And listen, man, I'm gonna see y'all again. It's not gonna be too long. I promise. I promise you. It's not gonna be too long. But I'm going to see y'all again. All right, y'all? My name is Jordan Live. This has been a great show. Y'all have been a great audience. I really appreciate y'all. Love your kids. Love your family. Love your life. Bye, y'all.
Maybe I'm a criminal. Maybe I'm just like the world. Maybe I ain't good at all. Maybe 'cause the streets done stole my soul. I'm moving like a criminal. Maybe I ain't good for you. Maybe I ain't good at all. I'm hiking up this road, but it's so cold. I'm moving like a criminal. I can't get away. Oh, away. no. Ooh, now, and I can't wait, no way, no. Ooh, now. Maybe I'm a criminal. Maybe I'm just like the world. Maybe I ain't good at all. Maybe cause the streets done stole my soul. I'm moving like a criminal. Maybe I ain't good for you. Maybe I ain't good at all. I'm hiking up the slope, but it's so cold. I'm moving like a criminal. I can't get away. Oh, away. No. Ooh, now. And I can't wait. No way. No. Ooh, now. Maybe I'm a criminal, harmonizing ghetto blues, a product of the avenue. Cops harassing me while I walk this road. I'm treated like a criminal. I can't get away. Oh, away. No. Ooh, now. And I can't wait. No way, no. Ooh, I'm a criminal. Label me a criminal. Label me a criminal. Maybe I'm a criminal.
Hey, yo, Slime, who you backing up on today?
I'm a criminal. Label me a criminal. Label me a criminal. Maybe I'm a criminal. I'm just a criminal. Label me a criminal. Maybe I'm a criminal. I guess I'm just a product of my environment.
What's poppin'? Slime.
Aren't we all?